I don't want to set the world on fire.
You will all burn in the Emperor's name! Now I punish both your heresy and your rejection of the Emperor's mercy. I am no mere suburban housewife. I was chosen by the flame. I am at once the fury of fire, the might of the embers, and the fear of the dark. You were never worthy of the flame. You're not but cinders. And look over here, what have we got? A false champion of the fire. Wait, what the fuck? Did my Molotov just fucking bounce off him?
Into any terminal, and Patriot will make contact. He has to
We got
find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
now.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be.
Holy fuck, it actually worked. We've made it inside. Welcome to the Institute, one of the dumbest smart places on Earth. I mean, seriously, this place makes the big mountain scientists look competent. My dear darling son, I've come to, I guess, save you? Maybe? You look pretty flammable. You know, for some reason, this child doesn't want to go with a complete stranger they've never seen before and looks like this. Hey, old guy, give me my son. I am your son. Oh my Titan. Luckily for you, Daddy Sean. Nope. That was a mistake. I felt it as soon as I said it. Luckily for you, Sean, I'm playing as an amoral psychopath, so of course I'm not only going to join you, I'm also not going to backstab you. We're gonna go and meet our new friends. Hi Fillmore, can't wait to do mass fusion with you, although this time I can actually attack, so I'm not too worried. Remember last time when I literally couldn't do anything? You had to do all the work, and you sucked at it? None of that this time. Oh, by the way, I know it's a bit late in the video to be saying this now, but if you missed part 1, go watch that first. It makes more sense if you do. Hi Justin, don't worry, I'll help you do your slavery. Yep, still feel gross, but this is the path I've chosen. Oh my Titan, it's the breakout character from Fallout 3, Dr. Madison Lee. You remember her, right? She was important for like some of the story. I can't help but think that she looks younger in this game, which is weird because she's older than she was in Fallout 3. Although in Fallout 3 she looked like a plasticine monstrosity like everyone else. 3 down, 1 to go. Hi Dr. Clayton, I'm here to meet you. You're an uninteresting character and I don't really want to talk to you, so we're just going to skip you. To actually complete the institutionalized quest though, we do have to load some information from a terminal onto a holotape given to us by the railroad. Not that said railroad are ever actually going to see this holotape, given what I've got planned for them. But there we go, quest complete, level gained. Where am I putting the point this time? I was going to go heavy gunner at first, but then I thought the swish kebab really needs a damage boost, so we're going with rank 3 of big leagues because I really can't be bothered to start investing in the perks that I'd need to upgrade the thing. Now that we're an official member of the Institute, I feel like there's some loose ends I need to handle in the wasteland above. Hey guys, good news, I survived. Bad news though, I'm making it your problem. You will all be blessed by the holy fire. It turns out letting random strangers into your HQ and having absolutely no vetting process for people who join you is just a really bad idea. Now you all get to become kindling for my sacred flame. Not gonna lie to you, this bit was actually kinda rough. The railroad like to spread out, they have a variety of different weapons available to them, and whilst we do have plenty of cover to use, this area is so small it's not too difficult for them to flank me. I might have to employ strategy. Bortles. Damn it, the minigun is a perfect counter to my portals. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to take out Glory first. The minigun might not be too dangerous a weapon in most circumstances, but given the fact I have to be nestled right up close to the thing I'm trying to set fire to, it kind of gives it an advantage. Oh look, I think that thing is happening when a flamethrower starts doing more damage. Wait, is it because I'm hitting her in the head? That would make sense. Either way, railroad agents, I've taken out your best fighter and now you're all doomed. Doomed. Oh, cool, free comic book. That's one of the loose ends tied up. Hey Virgil, I've got a joke for you. What did the fire say to his buddies when he fell in love? I found a perfect match. Burn for my comedy. You will burn, abominable mutant. You know what, I'm just realising the Brotherhood of Steel might have made more sense to go with because they're the closest to Space Marines and the Imperium. Damn it, missed opportunity. Too late now. Burn, traitor to the Institute. The Directorate demands your ashes. I do have one other loose end I'd like to tie up, but I think it's better to go to the Institute first to get our next quest. that being the synth retention quest at Libertaria. The closest location I have to it, if memory serves, is gonna be Sargus Ironworks, and that spits us up pretty close to the other people I need to deal with. Oh hello, you've respawned, have you? Okay, fair enough, I can always use the extra Molotovs and flamer fuel, so let me just deal with you real quick. There we go, burn in the name of the Emperor and all that. Fuck me, that was underwhelming. This build might be functional, but it's by no means optimised. On to my next highly questionable adventure. This lovely flaming sword of mine doesn't actually belong to me. It belongs to the Finches, and I don't want them coming after me for revenge for what I did to their son in the Ironworks, so we're gonna have to deal with them beforehand. You will all become fuel for the sacred fire. You cannot deny your destiny, you shall all become kindling. Yes, even you, Daniel. Fucking Daniel. There we go, now there are no witnesses to my atrocities. Now I know what you're thinking, but Ronica, there were no witnesses anyway, no one saw you do murder. And I'll remind you to be careful because you're awfully flammable for someone with such a big mouth. Oh no, some poor innocent wastelanders are being harassed by raiders. Bortles? Oh, I need therapy. Can you blame me though? The fire wants what it wants. Now let me just deal with the robots that spawn along the way. There's Bortles 1 and Bortles 2. Hey Assaultron, oh, you've not lost as much health as I was kind of hoping you would. Which, you know, kind of makes sense. These are highly advanced military robots that probably can just shrug off a bit of vodka. I really wish I wasn't stupid and actually fired my flamethrower like it's meant to be fired rather than using VATS and then swapping to a sword. I know I'm supposed to be playing a bit of a lunatic here, but come on. Bortles again. Oh, fuck it, yeah. Oh, wait, no, this is actually working. See, this is why, Ronica. This is why we use the flamethrower the way it's meant to be used. Oh, and cool, the Mr. Gutsy that spawns with it is legendary. Definitely needed that. Thank you, Todd. Really appreciate that, Todd. That's what this run needed. Todd, really like this, Todd. Thanks for this mechanic, Todd. Yeah, I think I've taken that bit as far as it'll go. It wasn't even a funny bit to begin with. But yeah, no, you all know how I feel about legendary enemies in Fallout 4. Anyway, let's... Oh, fuck, get away from me, you psychopath. Get away, get away. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nobody, nope. Anyway, I think we're safe. I always forget in Fallout 4 if you shoot a robot's weapons off, it tries to explode on you. I know the odds of it having an incendiary weapon are pretty low, but we might as well check. Ow. Oh, come on, it wasn't even worth it. Do you know what I'm really worried about now? I bet the next Fallout run I end up doing, I'm going to get nothing but incendiary legendary weapons from enemy drops. That feels like the sort of thing this game will do to me. Hi, Mr. Corsa, I know you're waiting for me to join you for the mission, but I'm just going to go and do it myself. Sound good? Spoiler alert, it was a bad idea. Veterans of Fallout 4 will know that there's only really one significant threat in this entire settlement, and that's the raider with the fat man on top of it. Then again, no veterans of this game probably won't be taking on this mission with Molotov's flamethrower and a Shwish Kebab as their only weapon options. When I do play the game normally, as rare as that is these days, I always bring some sort of sniper to deal with the guy that throws mini nukes. In this particular run though, unless I'm willing to farm legendary enemies until one finally drops an incendiary sniper rifle of some sort, we can't really do that. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to press the fucking bash button. Damn it, I'm not allowed to do that. Damn it, okay, I'm gonna have to reload. That's on me, the character got low on health and I just instinctively pressed the button, but bashing is not fire related now, is it? So we can't be having any of that. I will say though, it's kind of impressive that it took me this long to make that mistake. I kind of figured that my muscle memory would screw me over a lot sooner. It just goes to show that you can't rely on me for anything. Oh hey there raider friend, going for a swim. Luckily my fire burns hotter than the water doesn't burn hot. Words. I'm not a poet, I'm a flamethrower. Burn for the Emperor. Ooh, look, level up. Now we can actually use this one. We'll take care of that in a moment. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put the point anyway. That was a pretty good throw. Now it's time for my favourite game. How long until the fat man wielder notices I'm here? This game is tricky because he either has the best eyesight in human history or the worst, and you know what? It's actually not a bad idea to just decide what level I want now. That'll give me an autosave and make me slightly stronger. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I want to be able to get this mission over quickly, I'm gonna take Aqua Girl. Being able to swim underwater indefinitely and not take rads from it is just gonna be really helpful. I then immediately forgot what perk I took and tried to deal with the rest of the level normally. Why am I like this? Although, to be fair, it's actually going alright so far. Oh, how cute. Someone's coming to welcome me. Oh, hold on a second. Those raiders have spotted me. Let's see if I can get out of the blast radius in time. I could not. Okay then, let's try again. I swear, enemies with fat mans in this game are just the absolute worst. There's nothing quite as demoralising as just being one hit killed from miles away. It's much more polite to get up close and personal. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Raider? You know, I've now got to wonder, why am I trying to take the elevator again? Surely I should, you know, just be swimming underneath everything where I can't be immediately killed. Bortles? I think his was better. See, now I'm kind of bitter and want to make this direction work just to prove that I can. Although I do also want to get this bit done at some point, so maybe I should stop trying. Damn it, no, gonna have to try one more time. The spike compels me. Take 2. Bortles? Oh, fuck you, seagulls. Oh, crap, Bortles. Holy fuck, we might actually... No, we won't. No, we won't. Yeah, we definitely need a new strategy. First and foremost, I'm gonna backtrack and grab our Corsair buddy real quick. I'm hoping if I bring him along we can separate because he won't follow me through the water and he can take the nukes instead of me. Provided, of course, he doesn't have some sort of AI brain fart, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's a very odd phrase, isn't it? I can't imagine bridges being so sexy that people want to go— oh, wait, no, I misinterpreted. And he's already in the fucking water. I mean, he's not stuck yet, but come on, it's Fallout 4, you know it's coming. Anyway, let's try and get across to this bit. We all know it's not wise to keep the sacred fire waiting. Bortles. Well, that sucked. Oh well, time to become an aquatic pyromaniac. Now I just have to hope that there's actually an access point from the water side of things, because I've never tried this before. Have I just wasted a perk? Oh no, wait, on the other side. Well, that's lovely. Now we can go up here. Now we just have to avoid getting blown up. Hi, raider friends. I know you thought you'd be safe from the fire on this big boat surrounded by water, but the sacred flame always finds its prey. Bortles? This is going really well. Oh, fuck. This, Ronica, this is why you shouldn't open your fucking mouth. And I have no idea where the Corsair is. Well, so much for my plan to use him to aggro them. I don't think they even realise the Corsair is present. I got nothing for that one. You know, I'm starting to get the slight impression that I'm not welcome over there. Well, you know what they say, 6th time's the charm. So far so good, no giant fuck yous from the sky, that's always a positive. Bortles! I know this waster over here can shrug off a lot of my attacks, but let's be honest, the Molotovs aren't doing too badly in this run, and I think the shish kebab's finally coming into its own a bit. It's always nice when a questionable build comes together quite well. Bortles. Still no sign of Explodey Boy just yet. I think we might be okay for a little while longer. Unless that's him on the stairs, that's him on the stairs. Oh fuck. You know what, I'm gonna just try and beat him up through the wall. That works sometimes. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, so instead, let's try and rely on splash damage. It's too risky to try and hit him directly with anything, so if we could just get him caught in the edges of our attacks, we might be able to— oh fuck, he's got line of sight. Huh, our grenade throwing arc is a physical thing attached to our character model. I don't know, I thought it was pretty neat. Once again we're feeling Bortles. Oh look, the waster took an extra bit of damage this time. I guess maybe he got caught by more of the blast? It's cool, I don't mind why, I'm happy to see him go down faster. You know what, we probably should get some more use out of the flamethrower. This might even help us with our current situation. Wait, is this actually a better idea or a worse idea? I feel like I know the answer already. By the Titan, I'm a psychic. Bortles. If I'm being honest, I don't know what else I can really do here. The sacred fire might burn hot enough, but all of my methods of delivery are incredibly short range. The Molotovs are the exception, but they don't do anywhere near enough damage to one-shot the guy with the rocket launcher. And even then, that's only going to be half the battle. I still have to actually get to him afterwards and pick it up before anyone else can take it. Suffice to say, I might be stuck. I really don't know what else I can do. If I absolutely have to, I suppose I can spend some time killing some legendary enemies and hoping they drop incendiary rifles, but the odds on that are just not good enough. Maybe the better idea is to not try a full frontal assault and see if we can sneak through to the guy that we need to desperately kill. And already I can see this is not going to work. I have exactly 0 points put into my sneak skill and my agility is terrible. Oh no, what if the sacred flame has forsaken me? I mean, I did bring it to a settlement surrounded by water, and I did dive into water a bunch of times. Does it feel like I'm not a worthy champion anymore? No. No, I won't accept this. I am the chosen of the fire. I will show no weakness before the sacred blaze. I will face these trials time and time again. I will reduce this world to ashes just as you demand. And there it is, the opening, the opportunity. Finally, you'll provide such divine kindling. But seriously, that took way too many fucking attempts. Now, let's hurry along before the game decides to crash and undo all my progress. Yeah, I know, we have to do the thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Joke's on you, sucker. I auto-saved right outside the fucking door. Hi, Gabriel the Raider. I'd be well within my rights to set you on fire, you fucking asshole. Lucky for you, the big man wants you back downstairs. Your friends, on the other hand, they have no such protection. There you go, Sean, you old bastard. I dealt with your synth problem. Sadly, I can't tell him anything about the railroad and how they met a very violent violent end. I think he secretly knows though, after all he gave us our own quarters. I mean, it doesn't have our name on the door, apparently we're not that special, but you know, it's nice. You know, I get the slight impression that maybe I'm not as welcome here as I might think I am. Can't imagine why. Anyway, it's now time for everyone's favourite quest, the Battle of Bunker Hill. At least this time I'll have some enemies to fight because the railroad agents won't like me, and hold on a second, how does this make any sense? I've already wiped out Railroad HQ and all of their major operators, so how the fuck are they organising a defence of Bunker Hill to protect the simps they stole? Also, where did they get this army of heavies to begin with? I've never understood this. Look, I'm sure I've brought this up before, I don't want to beat a dead horse too much, but seriously, where do they get all this extra manpower from? You know what, I really shouldn't complain. After all, it's all extra kindling for the sacred fire, blessed be thy flames. It is, after all, such a rare occasion that I play Fallout 4 and actually have enemies at the Battle of Bunker Hill. In we go. At the very least, this particular section should be interesting. Mortals. Kinda wasted that one, I realise that now. You know what, I'm gonna pull a it's what my character would do and attack the Brotherhood of Steel, and it looks like they gave precisely 0 shits. Talk about turning the other cheek. I mean, someone throws a bottle of fire at them and they're like, nah, I bet they didn't really mean to. Hell, I just killed an aspirant and that knight doesn't care at all. On the plus side, it means killing the Brotherhood of Steel will be easier because they literally don't register us as a threat even as I destroy them bit by bit, but on the other hand, they should be attacking me because I threw fire at them. Seriously, Brotherhood Knight, you're starting to hurt my feelings. You know what? No, I don't want your pity. Ooh, wow, this heavy could really eat up some fire. Don't get me wrong, they're still dying quicker than the Brotherhood guy did, but not by a huge amount. Whatever they're making their railroad heavy coats out of, I have to say, it's definitely working for them. Probably didn't need to do that. Bortles! Well, that was abysmal. It took like 10 hit points of splash damage. That's not good. Let's try again. Bortle! That could have gone better. Do it again, but properly this time. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant, Ronica, well done. Okay, no railing in the way, portals, there we go, that's better. Now we'll just burn the guy down from the safety of this upper ledge. And again, I can't get over the fact that the Brotherhood of Steel just absolutely don't care about what I'm doing. On the one hand, there's part of me that's kind of glad that the AI is a bit less trigger happy and won't immediately try to kill you for the slightest wrongdoing, but on the other hand, I feel like me setting a guy on fire for several consecutive seconds definitely warrants at least a harsh word thrown my way. Do better this time. Yeah, no, it definitely did better this time. And this time around, we won't be standing right in front of the turret that I'm trying to blow up with a grenade. If it wasn't for the raider with the fat man, that probably would have been the main thing that killed me this run. Bortles! Damn, they can really eat up damage. And I should probably heal, I've just noticed how low my HP is. I'm kind of regretting not switching to some better armor rather than just the starting leather stuff, but like with legendary weapons, I really can't be bothered to go farming for anything better. Hey synth buddies, I'm gonna send you back to the Institute to live out your lives as indentured servants. Sound fun? No? Well, that's the Institute. Oh look, I missed some railroad guys on the outside. Bortles! Can you please stop surviving my attacks? It makes me feel like a right dickhead. I'm pretty sure though, after I deal with these guys outside, that's basically the entire railroad just completely scuttled. I can't imagine them coming back from this. Although it is Fallout 4, so I probably shouldn't assume anything. I'm still having a hard enough time believing they had this army just ready to go. Damn, there's a whole bunch of these guys here. And that makes me think that Bunker Hill is entirely compromised. If you don't know, the traders of Bunker Hill all are Institute spies reporting back to them about escaped simps. Given that so many have managed to escape and we just had to come and clean up one of their messes, I feel like we can't trust them to do their jobs anymore, so sorry guys, the flame demands you die. I mean the Directorate, they're calling for your death. I'm not just a serial killer, although I did kill Serial earlier in the run, so I don't blame you if you don't believe me. Anyway, burn for your failures! Although it does feel slightly pathetic that they won't fight back. Even the Finches had guns ready. Anyway, that's done, let's go and report to Sean. Hi Sean, good news, the Battle of Bunker Hill went exactly as planned. Bad news, I killed all our informants, but good news, you don't care. He literally doesn't care. He doesn't say a word about it. With that, the Battle of Bunker Hill has concluded and I've got my next level. I'm going to take the next rank of Refractor, given the fact that we're eventually going to be proper enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel. Now we can attend the Directorate meeting and decide what to do with our future. Sean tells everyone that once he dies, he wants me to become his successor. That's a bad idea, but he's never going to change his mind on this. I know his reasoning behind it is the Institute has enough doctors and scientists, what it needs is a leader, but like, are you seriously telling me that there is no one else within your facility that could fit that bill? The only thing I'm gonna do is set fire to everything. Why do you want me in charge? Oh yeah, this is also the moment where he drops the bomb that he has cancer. Anyway, our next mission is mass fusion, but before we do that, I should probably do some prep work because I'm running low on medical supplies. But I also don't want to waste money on them, so I think I'm just gonna go hunting. I know a few good places to find some mole rats. I mean, sure, mole rat chunks aren't the best, but it's better than not having them. I'll spare you the whole hunting trip. I found some bloat flies, I found some mutant hounds, I killed them for their meat, I cooked their meat, and I threw together some more Molotovs. I did also end up fighting some raiders and super mutants along the way, but nothing really interesting happened, so we're not going to worry about it. Hey, Dr. Fillmore, let's get this over with. It shouldn't be too bad this go around. Oh, right, a house divided. I always forget about this quest. You know what? Since we're playing an Institute character, we might as well do it. Basically, if you don't know, a pair of Institute scientists who are legitimately upset with the fact that I'm going to be taking over the Institute one day have locked themselves in bioscience, the place that makes all the Institute's food and medicine, and they're basically threatening to starve the Institute if I don't reject the position. Now look, I as a player understand where they're coming from, and I would argue starving everyone because you're not getting your way is a particularly shitty thing to do, but I also know that, like with the mayor in Diamond City, if I set fire to these particular individuals, it might cause more problems than it'll solve. So while we deal with these synth guards, let's decide on our approach. On the one hand, I really want to play into the fact that my character is an absolute psychopath, but on the other hand, I don't think a relatively quick death by fire is good enough for them. I'm pretty sure there's a third option where I can kick them out and make them live in the wasteland, which, after you spend a lifetime of comfort in the Institute, must be like a fate worse than death. So naturally, if that's the case, that's definitely the path we're going to be taking. Oh, and for this level up, we're going to be taking the first rank of Life Giver. Hey there, friend, I see you're trying to starve everybody. That's not gonna fly. It's really cute that you think hiding behind these synths is gonna protect you. Kellogg hid behind an army of them and he couldn't stop me. So, are you ready to rethink your little act of terror? Oh hey look, I'm right, you can kick them out. I guess that's what's happening. Have fun dying slowly and painfully in the wasteland, you fucking lunatics. Yeah, I know, glass houses. So with that all done, we can now move on to mass fusion, the mission that officially makes us an enemy of the Brotherhood of Steel. Although to be fair, I'm basically already an enemy of the Brotherhood of Steel, but you know what, it's nice to have the validation. Here's Ashley. I immolate you in the name of the sacred flame. Huh, for some reason I don't feel like that should have been a one-hit kill to this Brotherhood soldier boy, but apparently it was. Silly me, there I go again, questioning the will of the fire. I am not to ask, only to burn. Oh fuck, he's kamikaze. And double fuck, I haven't got any stamina to run away with. Huh, that was significantly less impressive than I thought it would be. Anyway, be doused in sacred flame if you don't mind, thank you very much. And there we go, the Brotherhood of Steel have been wiped out on this floor. Now I just have to grab the ID card so we can access the elevator. There we go. And, the elevator's doors are supposed to be open. That's not open. That's almost the opposite of open. And the button's not working, and because this is Fallout 4, I can't just sort of squeeze my way through one of the many huge holes in the elevator. I'm pretty sure I don't have to go to this terminal first, but let's do that anyway, just in case. There we go, we've accessed the one file we needed, and no, it's still stuck. So, that's not ideal. Maybe I can reach the card reader from the back? Oh, there we go, something happened. No, it's sending the elevator down. Can I, yep, I can call it back up. Ah, there we go, I was worried I'd have to reload an earlier save or reboot the game or something. Playing Fallout 4, you never quite know what exact way it's going to bugger itself up. Now, let's talk strategy about this next bit. My only viable ranged attack are going to be Molotovs, and I have a limited supply, so we're going to have to not go too crazy. Now, if I remember correctly, a dude's going to walk through that door, so portals. Yeah, probably should have waited for him to actually walk through the door. Let's try this again. Bortles? Yeah! And one for you as well. And one for our friend on the right. One for our buddy below. Seriously, these Molotovs are remarkably more effective than I think they should be, but hey, I ain't complaining. They're the quickest way of delivering people to the holy fire. You over there, you can have some as well. Oh, still thirsty, are we? We'll have another bottle. Oh, okay, now you're just being greedy. Learn to read a room, you bastard. Why can't you be more like your friends? They had the decency to die to a single volley of glass and fire to the face. Death from above. Finally, we have a proper challenger. Behold my immolator! Oh, no, wait, I called this the burner. Why didn't I call it the immolator? That would have been much better, Veronica. Why do you do these things? just dumb. Me missing out on really obvious naming conventions aside, I think this is going quite well. I mean, sure, I almost got my ass handed to me a moment ago, but I'm doing better now. I can't help but wonder what kind of nightmare the basement's gonna be. The last robots I fought, it wasn't the worst it could have been, but it certainly wasn't the best. Oh fuck, this is going sideways pretty quickly. Come on, 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 don't die, don't. I'm still breathing, I'm still in the fight, and this is exactly why I went out of my way to fry up so many yummy yummy animals. You know the old saying, got a laser to the face, eat some nuggets. Don't look at me like that, it's a very legitimate saying said by very legitimate people. And oh crap, this one's not burning. That's certainly not good. Looks like someone went out of their way to find a flamestone plate ring. Ha, I'm just joking, it's Fallout 4. They just ate a lot of asbestos, just like I used to. Albeit very selective asbestos, not like mine, I ate the quality stuff. The doctors are very worried. Anyway, don't mind me, I'm just going to continue burning the Brotherhood of Steel alive. What fine kindling they provide, etc, etc. In hindsight, stopping to fight literally every Brotherhood of Steel soldier I met along the way was probably not the best idea for my, you know, very limited resources. But let's be honest, do you really think I'm capable of planning anything out properly? Besides, we all know the Sacred Flame craves the flesh of humanity. That's like Sacred Flame 101. Still, as I sit here thinking about all the Molotovs I've wasted and all the stim packs I've burned through, I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should have been just a little bit more conservative with how I approached this. To be fair to myself, it worked. I'm just a little bit concerned about the upcoming Assaultron / Sentrybot fight. So we've made it to Mass Fusion's basement, we're about to collect the beryllium blah 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 blah. Now I don't have a whole lot of anti-rad stuff, but luckily some kind employee was nice enough to leave behind their hazmat suit. I can't imagine what it must smell like, it's been like 200 years since it was worn and it's been rotting away in this basement for ages. I'm sure it's fine. Let's get this over with. I'm sure it's not too bad inside there. Hey, quick question, how many arms are too many arms? And how much blood is not enough blood? Asking for a friend. Anyway, come to me, my lovely blue blue blah blue blue. Yep, that's definitely what it's called. There we go, now let's get out of here before I develop 8 new eyebrows. I've only got the 6 eyes, I'd look silly. I mean the normal number of human eyes, I'm one of you. We better get ready, it's the almighty, all-powerful, all-destroying Margaret. Margaret, that's your cue. Ah, it's Margaret! Burn her in the name of the Sacred Flame! Now that's a really cool detail. If you attack a Sentrybot with a flamethrower, it overheats quicker and it has to expose itself. I never realised that. That's a genuinely great detail. By the embers, this is going to be close. Oh, crap, crap, crap. You know what though, that didn't go too bad. Oh fuck, I'm back upstairs, and oh double fuck, this is before I killed all the Brotherhood of Steel. Shit. Okay, we're back. Let's try again. Enter the chamber, grab the blue blah 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 blah, get out of the chamber while I still have some DNA that can function, and after scoffing down more meat than your mum does than an average Tuesday, it's time for our rematch with Margaret. Hey Margaret, come on, I've got a schedule to keep. What is it with Sentrybots and being fashionably late? Now, if you'd be so kind as to burn for the Sacred Flame without murdering me in the process this time, I'd really appreciate it. Because aside from getting cornered when it went nuclear, we pretty much had that fight in the bag. I didn't think the flamethrower would be so— oh no, no, get away, get away, get away! Part of me feels like that really should have killed me, but I'll take it. But yeah, I really didn't expect the flamethrower to be that effective against the Sentrybot. I guess I just didn't picture the devs ever thinking far enough ahead to put that mechanic in where it actually overheats the Sentrybot. That's such a great detail. Mortals. I was worried that a flamethrower wouldn't do enough damage against the Assaultrons before they lasered my face off, but yeah, that worry was completely unfounded. The Sacred Flame is pleased with this. Burn, mechanical abomination. Yeah, no, it's just not as satisfying if they can't scream in pain. Now, realistically, I should immediately exit the building because I'm carrying a highly valuable beryllium blah 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 on my person, and I really don't want that to get stolen or shot. But you know me, I can't deny the will of the Sacred Flame. I'll burn this world to the ground and dry hump the ashes. Provided, of course, that the ashes enthusiastically consent to this. I'm not a monster. Anyway, this bit is done. Hey, Sean, good news, everyone died. Except Ali, she's okay. That's also good news, I suppose, depending on whether you like her or not. Oh yeah, before I speak to Sean, I have to go and give Ali the thing, the doozery what's it, the jiggery doodah, the thingamabob. Hi Miss Fillmore, here's your giant thing. Bye Miss Fillmore, have fun with your giant thing. And looky there, we got ourselves a level up. And you know what? We're just gonna keep training Life Giver. Extra health is always welcome. Oh, there you are, Sean. I did the thing, I got the stuff. Can I go kidnapping now? Yay! Oh, look at that, isn't it sweet? Our future kidnap victim was so excited for our arrival that he provided us with some lovely kindling. With the guards effectively fried, we can go inside and steal the scientist. Unfortunately though, the fact that my character only has 1 charisma is kinda biting us in the butt here. This guy just doesn't want to play ball, so I think we're gonna have to do this by force. Unfortunately, because of the quest, I can't really do it by force in a fun way. We just have to teleport a synth inside and knock him out. I mean, not for nothing, but if you could do that the whole time, you probably should have just done that. That wouldn't even be in the top 10 most sketchy things this faction does. Now we can go and record our villain speech. There we go. Now we just have to head over to Diamond City so we can upgrade the radio station so it can broadcast our message of doom. Peace. Our message of peace. It's a message of doom. But there we go. The Commonwealth can hear our message.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true, but it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
So yeah, we're definitely not the good guys. Ah well, too late to change it now. I've already done too much murder. It's now time to turn on the Institute's new reactor so they can use the power to subjugate the Commonwealth for generations to come. So Sean, what's next? That's right, it's time for me to attend my first directorate meeting where I'm in charge of them. And you may have noticed I broke my leather rule and swapped to metal arms. I just wanted to. I mean, to be fair, that was never really a rule. It was more just a fashion preference that I just couldn't be bothered to keep up with. I need a little bit of extra damage threshold. Good news, everyone. Sean's letting me take the reins on this meeting. I have no idea what's going on. It's just a little discussion on how to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel. You see, some bitches want to set fire to them, immolate everything they've developed, and destroy them in a holy blaze. It's me, I'm bitches. The rest of them kinda want to use Liberty Prime against them and destroy them with lasers, which, I guess, fair enough. I'm not gonna stifle your creativity, but I'm definitely setting fire to at least 3 of them. But there we go, we've got our next level. You know, despite the fact that we've only got 2 points of intelligence, we're still leveling up really quickly. I'm guessing the amount you get extra from intelligence actually doesn't make that big a difference. But yeah, if you missed it, we took the final rank of Life Giver. Now we regenerate our lost health. Ordinarily, this would be the point in the story where we have to go and deal with the railroad. But as you probably remember, we've already handled that, and Sean seems fairly nonplussed by the whole situation. I don't think he ever really thought the railroad were a significant threat, which, fair. They are literally only capable of doing anything because the sole survivor is on their side. When you're not, they just got nothing, aside from 3rd degree burns. So, now we're at the end game. Let's go over the plan of action to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel. Basically, we're going to storm the airport as best we can, destroy a bunch of anti-relay things so that our simps can relay in and deal with the ground forces. Then, we're going to upload a virus to Liberty Prime that they're currently constructing there so it targets the Pridwin and destroys it with lasers. Now you might be thinking, but Ronica, wouldn't it be easier and more sensible to just build a bomb and yeet it at the Pridwin? Yes it would. But the thinking behind this is if we can take control of their big robot and make it target them, we'll give them a really good reason to never want to come back here. We'll show them that we control the technology in this particular area of the world, and if they do set foot in here, they're doing so at their own peril. Which, to be completely fair, by Fallout 4 standards, this is definitely the plot thread with the least holes in it. Although, to be fair, I personally would think it's a lot more scary to just teleport a bomb right to them once we take out the anti-relay things. I don't know, I think the idea of just travelling to a certain part of the world and just getting randomly blown up with literally nothing you can do to protect yourself is a lot more, you know, off-putting. Especially because they won't always have a giant robot that we can take control of to quickly destroy them, and this way we show them that we can build a weapon of our own. You know what, it doesn't matter. Into the relay we step one more time. Damn it, I dropped my keys in the thing. You know what, it's fine. So, we're about to storm the Brotherhood of Steel's primary encampment in the Commonwealth. I feel like I'm gonna need some painkillers for this thing. Yummy, yummy drugs. Rejoice, Brotherhood of Steel, for you are the final great feast of our sacred flame. Yes, burn. Oh fuck, this is hurting me a lot. Ow, fuck. What am I doing? Why did I think this was the right way to do this? Yeah, that went about as well as I expected. Maybe this time we don't play like a complete fuckwit. I'm not going to call what we're trying to do here sneaking, because we're not, but we're going to try and take this from a slightly different angle. Translation, I'm not going to run at a bunch of heavily armed Brotherhood of Steel paladins again without a meat shield. Or a plasticky, metally shield. So maybe let's follow our mission parameters and destroy those anti-relay things so we can get our army in here. Oh, but fret not. We all know that Sacred Flame will feast on the Brotherhood by day's end. Be doused in blessed fire. You cannot deny its will, its heat, its fury. You can struggle all you want. Please do. Please resist the fire. It'll only make your eventual immolation all the more satisfying. And then when there is nothing left but cinders, I don't know, I might take up a new hobby. Woodworking, perhaps. But the wood will be on fire. This is what it sounds. Ah, more robots. We all know the Sacred Flame doesn't really care about destroying their lives. I'm more disappointed than your parents are with your general existence. That was too mean, I'm so sorry. There we go, the turrets are down, and oh, we already destroyed the thingamabob, the doohickory. Oh wait, I did this bit already. Now we've just got to get down to the platform so we can upload the virus to Liberty Prime and take control of it. Which of course means we're gonna have to go and face the Brotherhood of Steel Knights and Paladins with their miniguns and Gatling lasers and just general fuck me-ness. Luckily enough, we have an army of synths on our side, which might not be the mightiest band of warriors, but they'll definitely soak up some firepower while I immolate their souls. Bordals! Honestly, that's not the worst damage it could be. I know we've had some trouble here and there throughout the adventure, but this build is remarkably viable. Like, sure, you're not going to be seeing the highest possible damage ever, but it definitely gets the job done. And believe it or not, between most of these big adventure-y bits, I've been going back to Diamond City and Good Neighbor to buy up flamer fuel. It's not too expensive, and it's not too hard to get a hold of. Definitely the weakest element of this build is the shish kebab. It just doesn't do a whole lot of damage to anyone wearing any kind of armor. But to be fair, heavy armor is kind of a decent counter to this build in general, so I don't know if I can really hold that against the sword. Anyway, let's head up, excuse me. Thank you. Let's head up this platform here so we can do the thing to Liberty Prime that we want to do. Stick a guy inside him until he does what we tell him. I definitely could have worded that better. Of course, it's best to remove the resistance up here beforehand, because the particular synth that will be uploading the virus will not be wearing any armor, it won't have any guns or any real ability to defend itself. That's what we're here for. There they are. Look at them go. So, whilst they're doing that, I guess the only thing left for me to do is set fire to everyone and everything that looks at me even slightly funny. Be doused in sacred flame! Random synth, why would you get in the way of that? Why would you ruin this for me? I swear, once I'm the director, I'm going to be having harsh words with you. I wonder if my flamethrower is strong enough to take down a vertibird. I mean, if it is, it kind of just flew out of my range, so I can't really test it. Oh, hi Elder Maxon, I'm going to set you on fire, if I can. You're kind of far away. To be fair, he's only really a threat if he gets too close. If you just keep him at that range he chose to land at for some reason, then he's not really anything to worry about. Oh, by the Titan, the thing's already done. Now, let's make like a tree and split. Gah, where's your face? You know what, yeah, it doesn't matter, let's get the fuck out of here. So, there we go. We've only got one thing left to do now. Head back inside and say our final farewells to Sean. Hey Sean, how you doing? So, yeah, our journey's at its end and we're finally parting ways on good terms. Although, granted, to be on those good terms, I basically had to be the most amoral psychopath I can, and even I pale in comparison to everything you've done. But yeah, sad character moment, Sean's dying, we're upset, but we do get to inherit the Institute and continue our reign of terror. And with that, the run is officially over. I'm not gonna lie, that was genuinely quite a fun little adventure. I never really considered using the flamethrower as a primary weapon given its stats are kind of awful, but once you get into that headspace where you know how to use it properly and you stop using VATS with the bloody thing, it's actually quite a lot of fun. The Molotov cocktails also carried us really well, which I'm not surprised by. Usually when I play a normal run of Fallout 4, they're my go-to grenade. And the shish kebab, it was definitely the most unimpressive in our arsenal, but it was still kind of fun to run around with a flaming sword. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, I'm surprised just how viable this build is. I mean, yeah, it still has has shortcomings. You can't really deal with anything that's too far away, and by too far away, I mean like a few feet from you. But like I said in the first part, I feel like this run is the perfect balance of just challenging enough to keep yourself occupied, but it's also not so impossible that you'll end up rage quitting. Don't get me wrong, any enemy that has a fat man or a rocket launcher is basically the perfect counter to your build. Even still, this character was very entertaining to play. I had a lot of fun just being an absolute lunatic. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being patient with me as I divided it into 2 parts when I realised just how long this project was going to be. I can't effectively articulate just how much it means to me that you will watch my content and engage with it and seem to really enjoy these weird little adventures I go on. I love you all so much. Thank you again for being here. Again, just means the absolute world to me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video, which will be at some point. I don't have a plan.